Good morning, everybody. Orin J here with another War of the Visions video, and welcome to episode 5 of the new player guide, also known as the Adventures of Small Baby J. And today, the biggest thing we're doing today is finally crafting our first +5 MR piece of gear. I'm in about day 3 to day 4 of the account, depending on how you kind of count that first day I played, where I really only looked at the shops. We're in about day 3 or 4, and I've been farming for a sword. Here's the look at my team, my main 5-man PvE team that I've been using. My wing stern, the select unit that I got from the newbie select banner, he's approaching level 99, and so very soon I'll be able to make a video about taking a character past level 99, taking advantage of select shards, really your first premium character that you chose, taking him to 120, 140. That video is coming really soon. But you can see the characters are leveling up. I have a bunch of level 99 characters. My Lucio's at 89, powered him up, getting ready for his quest where he has to solo those missions. That's another video that's coming soon. And then I'm building Barts. Now Barts is the current on banner unit, so I didn't get that new player head start with him, and I'll talk about building him in this video as well. But my first +5 piece of gear is going to my premium select unit, the guy I'm kind of building around here, Winged Stern, and I'm gonna build him a +5 sword. So let's go do that right now, and I'll kind of talk you through how I got here while doing it. So I'm gonna build him a Dawnlight. This is his sword from his event. I farmed the recipes, and I've mostly farmed the materials, and I want to mention a few things here. One, the recipes you obviously have to get from the event. I unlocked his event in the Farplane Archive. You get your 1 freely day unlock. That's where I farmed all these recipes, and you can see I have plenty, more than enough. It's also where I farmed the Arimon tiers and Light Alchris. Now these aren't things that you could just go farm anywhere in the game. These aren't available. If I click on this, this is available in the current Final Fantasy V event, and then in unlockable areas that you have to go into the Farplane Archive. So I made sure I farmed enough of those in the event. But the thing, and same with the Arimon tiers, same story there. But the thing I'm short on is Black Spirit Sand. Now I got a couple things to say about this. Now this one, it takes almost 2,000. You can see I'm just about 30 some short to get this. You can farm Black Spirit Sand in the story. And in fact, as a brand new player, the first few pieces of gear that you're building, you have massively enhanced drop rates from the story. So I suggest anything that you can farm from the story, take advantage of your boosted drop rates and just clear a mission. I had to get all the way into chapter 8 of scene 1 to get to unlock this. But watch how many I'm going to get. This is just 20 regular mission skip tickets, and I'm going to catch 12. That's actually the worst it's ever been, so I'll do it another time. Usually I'm getting 30 to 50 a run right here. So in this case, I think it's actually better to come get things you can get from the story. In the story, you can see I got 30 that time. I need to do this about 1 more time, and then I'll have enough to finish my +5. So take advantage of your boosted drop rates that you have, and then take advantage of the gained boosted experience rates, boosted JP, all of that stuff in the story early to get stuff like Black Spirit Sand, red faces if you ever need that for some reason. Anything that you want to farm by clicking on it in the builder here. So let me click this, use crafted equipment. This is a big deal because you get a +3 drop from a story mission, so it's going to consume that to build a +5. But you can click on an item, click on this Arimon's tiers. It'll say, hey, these are places where it drops. Right now, this only drops in the Final Fantasy V missions, and I think my 24-hour timer ran out on the Dawnlight room I was farming, so I'm actually done with that. Okay, let's craft the +5. Now, I go to wotivcalc.com and look at the gear that I'm going to craft to see if I want the accuracy version, the assault version, the whatever version. WoTVCalc, WOTV-calc.com is the greatest resource for War of the Visions out there, and that's how I know that I want the assault version. The aim version isn't bad. Vital is almost terrible on every single piece of gear. Assault is the safe play right here, so I'm going to craft my +5 assault Dawnlight. And now I can go back to my gear right here. Let's sort by obtain, so it puts it to the front. I'm going to level this thing up. Do I have enough of these to level it? No. Do I have enough of these to level it? No. So I'll have to go farm those to actually make it to +5. But look, I'm going to have 168 attack on a sword, by far my bestest sword that I have so far. This is a PvP weapon because it has slash attack resist piercing rate. That is typically a better PvP than PvE stat, but it also gives Stern specifically. You can see any of these jobs, honestly, but there's Wing Knight, that's Stern. AP cost down, Stern desperately needs that. Wing Stern needs that in a bad way, and Man-Eater on physical attack up. So just a monster of a sword for Stern. It will be my best piece of gear, and I'll spend a little bit more time today farming up those last materials so I can take advantage of this thing. Now, I have a couple other things I want to mention as well as I'm progressing through this day 3 or 4. I want to first talk about Barts. When you are building a character, it does not take a ton of resources, a ton of shards to get to about limit break 3. But then you'll notice it takes 160 shards to get to limit break 4, and it takes another 200 shards to get to limit break 5, at which point you switch over to using Mind Spheres. A couple tips here. Tip number 1 is do not feel bad. Do not feel like you are wasting Visior. If you go into the event shop and you buy the shards for Visior, you can see Bart's being a handout character. I can buy this 40 shard pack 5 times for him. That's 200 shards, which will massively boost me on my road to unlocking him. So I'm going to do that here in a moment. This will get me close to limit break 5. There's other ways to get more Mind Spheres as well, specifically within the banners, because once you hit level 99, any shard that you get for the unit converts into a Mind Sphere for that unit, or you can go get Mind Spheres for the unit specifically. There are banners during events like this one. Excuse me. I just ate a payday and I got a peanut stuck in my throat. Well, I'll probably forget to edit this out, but I'm gonna take a drink of water. Great. I'll definitely forget to edit that out. Anyway, right here, if I pull this for 2,000 paid, I'll get 80 Mind Spheres, which is 2 duplicate pulls worth of Mind Spheres and 5 URs guaranteed. Now, there was a free Visior banner where it was 2,000 free Visior that gave you 80 Mind Spheres. You just didn't get the 5 URs guaranteed. I've already done that, so that does not show up here anymore. I'm not going to use my paid on this, I don't think, unless I end up needing a whole bunch more Mind Spheres. I can, let's see here. Let me see. I wonder how many Mind Spheres for him I have. Let's go look. Anyway, what I'm saying is there's ways to get Mind Spheres that are boosted, and there's almost always banners that give you 80 Mind Spheres for the cost of what normally would be 40 shards. So if I go look, here's my Final Fantasy V Mind Spheres. I have 240. Your first goal is about 400 of these things, I believe. So I'm at 240. I'll build him to 99 first. Like, remember, I have a lot of time. I have more days to take advantage of the Chocobo Expedition, but I have run out of Chocobo Expedition skip tickets almost. Look, come on. Oh, what a win! 2 Barts shards and 16. That's great. But I've been taking massive advantage of this every day, but I have 1 silver ticket left and 3 bronze tickets. So this is not going to be an area where I can get very many more. I've also had him in my guild barracks, generating those couple shards a day. So I'll continue to be fairly slow about building him out, but I am anxious to get involved in some PvP, to start, really powering him up. And I want to mention another thing too, with Barts and Wing Stern, and this is kind of off topic a little bit. This is just sort of future plan for maybe like the next few videos, is Barts and Wing Stern are both sword warrior types. You might not really know exactly what that means when I say it, but this card right here, Love for Hiryu, this is a very, very powerful vision card. You can see it gives Man-Eater physical, elemental chain resist up, accuracy up for the party, but the party effect is for sword warriors. My 200 cost units that I'm building my account around are sword warriors. So this card, it's been something I've kind of mulled over pulling or not pulling. I'm probably going to pick it up and max it out while I can, and this will really help those 2 units in PvP, because vision cards are it's hard to get vision cards. You can really only get them and max them when they're available, and otherwise it's a really slow build. So I'm going to pick this up, I believe. I'll probably pick it up tomorrow at reset, because the Minotaur card drops tomorrow as well. It is also a sword warrior party group vision card. So I will go from having really not any super premium vision cards for like a PvP team for my Wing Stern and Barts to having 2 in one day. Now I'll still have to build those, but I'm at 50,000 Visior right now, and I'm at 50,000 Visior. I'm only in what, like scene 1, I'm in chapter 8, part 1 of the story. There's a lot more story for me to conquer. There's a lot more side questing for me to conquer. There's a lot more Visior out there for me, and I'm going to take advantage of what I have now and kind of power up my account. I'm really trying to get ready for PvP because I want to hit that in a timely manner, and I want to be able to clear hard PvE. I want to mention another thing too. If you go into the shop right here, and you go, I'm sorry, not the shop. Oh yeah, shop. There's this missions button. Now, this missions button offers an interesting thing for people that have spent a little bit of money. Now, this player rank pack 1, this is what I'm going to look at right here. For 500 paid, you can cash this in for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 2,000 Visior. So you can trade 500 paid Visior for 2,000 free Visior. Now, as you saw in the banners a second ago, paid Visior does give you access to like better banners than free Visior does. So if you're not spending very much money, or you're really only spending a very little, I would suggest saving that for those really banger banners. Like that 80 Mindsphere banner with 5 URs guaranteed is pretty good. So that I think would be a worthy spending of paid Viz. But these packs, like this one right here, and then if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, these ones right here, like this one's 2,500 paid, which seems like a lot, but 3,000, 6,000, 9,000, 12,000, 15,000, 2,500 paid for 15,000 free Viz. 15,000 Visior is a lot. So that's really, you could take some of your paid and convert it to free if you ever want to. Those are the packs in this mission shop that I think are worth getting. The rest of these ones with these like elemental materials, it's been a really long time since these got updated. I do not think these are worth picking up. I really just don't. Yes, Blossoms of Paradise are hard to find, and you do get 3 of them here for 1,000. So it like that, look, if you're spending a considerable amount of money, like more money than this account is spending, and you want to go get all of that stuff because you want the blossoms and the elemental mats, that's fine. But as for like me, I'm just really trying to make the most out of the little bit of paid Viz that I'm gonna have. Another thing I want to talk about, these elemental packs. I might end up picking up 1 or 2 of the light elemental pack since I'm building a light elemental account, and I probably actually will also end up picking up these EX packs, because here's 6 blossoms, and you can see I only have 4. I just don't have very many, and as I'm getting to the point in the game where I'm going to start needing blossoms to take my characters to level 120, this pack offers so much that I need. The Broadstone, you need this to EX your characters, which is that getting them over level 99. You need 6 blossoms to get them to 120, and elemental materials, 600 of both. This pack right here, I continue to just think about how great of a deal this EX job enhancing pack is. I'd probably buy all 3 of these. Visior early on in this game just flows in, and these are shops that are only here for 2 weeks. So don't feel bad about taking advantage of those shops. And that's it. That's kind of my day 4 part of this video. I'm getting my characters to level 99. I basically have built my first +5 MR weapon via the, I'll show you exactly where it was in case you didn't watch my last video, via the events button here and the Farplane Archive. You get 1 free unlock every 24 hours. Darkness in the Heart is the event I unlocked to farm that sword for Wing Stern. There are a lot of tabs here, so if you have a unit and you want to go get a weapon for them, again, go to wotivcalc.com, kind of look for their type of weapon, and most of the old events, in fact about every single old event that we've ever run that has gone away that wasn't like a collaboration event or some kind of special thing, it gets added over here to the Farplane Archive, so you can come back and farm it whenever you want, including these MR units that you can come in here and unlock and build up through their event and the Mog shop that it unlocks. So there you go. And if there's a story attached to them, you get a little bit of a story too, which is neat. If you're into like Wing Stern, here's a little cool backstory about like him and his alter ego. And I'm not going to spoil it for new players because you might not have seen this in the story yet, but Stern gets a bit of a redemption arc at some point. This builds on that a bit. So there we go, guys. That's the video for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you are getting some +5 gear for yourself. I hope there's things that you can pull for right now. And if not, Hey, don't just throw your visual around all over the place. Hashtag stay strong. War of the Visions is a marathon. It might seem like I'm sprinting with this account, but I'm really taking it nice and slow compared to my whale account. I'm just being as efficient as possible. So have a great one, everybody. I'll catch you next time. Peace.